Hi everyone, welcome to another lecture. In this lecture, we are going to discuss an important topic from Unit 1, and the name of the topic is Corporate Social Responsibility. It's a very important topic from our exam point of view, and we will cover this particular topic in this video, in this lecture, very easily, and that too very easily. So let us now first of all discuss what is the syllabus of IB. So we are here. We are now going to do corporate social responsibility today. So we are going to complete this particular topic today. Let us start. So first of all, let us discuss the meaning of the term CSR. As the name suggests, corporate social responsibility. Corporate means, from a layman point of view, it means a company. So companies, it talks about companies' responsibility towards what? Towards society and the environment as well. So we are considering both of them here. So basically we are considering all the stakeholders here, or we can say the shareholders, or I'm really sorry, the stakeholders or the third parties here. We are more concerned with the third parties here, right? And third parties include society or the environment in which the company is being operated. All right, now let us take an example. If a company, let's say Tata is doing some good tasks, or we can say some benefits, are giving some benefits to whom? To employees, but not directly to employees, to their families. Does this form a part of CSR? Tell me, from your perspective, does this form a part of CSR? No, it will not form a part of CSR, because the amount or the expenditure that the Tata is incurring here is, they are not related with the society or the third parties or the environment. They are related with their employees. So it will not be considered into CSR. There are 14 or 15 activities which are mentioned in Schedule 7, I guess. We will see at the last of this video. In Schedule 7 or 4, I guess, we will see there are 14 activities, almost 14 activities are there, which forms a part of CSR. Right? So now let us discuss from bookish language. What is CSR? It is defined as a company's sense of responsibility towards the society and the environment in which it operates. Very easy. CSR is not charity or mere donations. CSR is a way of conducting business. How? So if Tata is making, or Tata is providing some relief, or Tata is donating, let us say Tata is contributing toward the society, let us say towards the society, and the reason here is, I mean the core object here is to provide for let's say for hunger mitigation, let's say for hunger removal, let's say, or for poverty removal, let's say. Okay, then if the Tata is providing some expenditure to remove hunger from the country, that means it's a CSR activity. So it is not just a donation kind of thing, it is a way to conduct business. And how it is a way to conduct business? Because it indirectly provides you or gives you what? It increases, it enhances your goodwill, it enhances your reputation. So what is it? What is goodwill and what is reputation? What benefit will Tata gain from increasing the goodwill? I would say the benefit is, goodwill will increase the earning capacity of a company, or we would say goodwill is the extra earning capacity of a company. It is the extra earning capacity of a company. So a company making an expenditure related to activities of CSR, then also they are let's say cleverly doing some kind of business, and giving, and उनको बेनिफिट मिलता है गुडविल का. आई एम रियली सॉरी, आई एम टॉकिंग इन हिंदी, क्योंकि काफ़ी बच्चे इंग्लिश में भी यहाँ पर पढ़ते हैं and they do not know Hindi, so I'm trying to speak in English completely, but pardon me if I use Hindi. So let's move forward. So this was the basic knowledge regarding, or basic information regarding CSR. Companies Act 2013 has formulated Section 135, Companies CSR Rules 2014, and Schedule 7, which prescribes mandatory provisions for companies. So there are several kind of companies which have to make CSR. So let us discuss what kind of companies are they. The provisions of CSR applies to every company fulfilling any of the following conditions. First one is your net worth should be equal to 500 crore or more than 500 crore. Second one is your turnover must be equal to or more than 1000 crores. Third one is your net profit should be equal to or more than 500 crore. This is the basic prerequisite, I would say, regarding CSR activities. So every company fulfilling one of these conditions will have to make CSR, will have to contribute some, some expenditure towards certain activities. So how much is the expenditure? So it is also mentioned here that at least 2% of its average net profits made during the immediately preceding 3 financial years as per its CSR policy. So we will now here consider some example. Let us say in 2024 and 25, the company is having net profit of, let's say, 10 crore. So it's mandatory, it's an obligation for this particular company to make CSR, isn't it? तो इनके लिए क्या है, mandatory है. So what they will do, they will calculate average net profits. They will calculate average net profits of past 3 years, immediately preceding 3 years. कब तक का, कब से कब तक का, 2023 24 का, 2022 23 का, and 2021 and 22 का. इन तीनों सालों का they will take net profits into consideration. Like, let's take an example. There is 10 crore, there is 15 crore, and there is 20 crore. So 20, 10, 30, and there is 45 crore. The total is 45 crore. We have to do average of it. That means we have to divide it by 3. Then the average here comes out to be 15 crores. So 2% of 15 crores will be the expenditure, the net amount that this particular company has to give out for CSR activities. Easy? That's it. That's the real thing, and that's one of the most important thing that you guys need to remember. I'm really sorry I'm fumbling, but you can understand because मेरी काफी classes होती है, that is why थोड़ा बोलने में दिक्कत हो जाती है. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. So what is the importance of corporate social responsibility? How and why they are important? Why CSR is important? It improves public image. All right. CSR increases the media coverage. So it will help the company to raise funds in future very easily. So CSR also enhances the company's brand value. CSR helps companies to stand out from the competition when companies are involved in any kind of community. That's true. That's very self-explanatory. Next one is, what is the role of board of directors in this particular scenario? The role of board of directors is in implementing CSR is as follows. After considering the recommendation made by the CSR committee, who will create CSR committee? Those companies which have to make CSR contribution. Those companies they are mandated to open up CSR committee, to make CSR committee. Approve the CSR policy of the company. The board must ensure only those activities must be undertaken which are mentioned in the policy. The board of directors shall make sure that the company spends in every financial year a minimum of 2% of the average net profits made during the 3 immediately preceding final years as per CSR policy. In case a company has not completed 3 financial years since its incorporation, the average net profit shall be calculated for the financial years since its incorporation. It was very easy. It is easy, isn't it? The board's report shall disclose how many things? CSR committee's composition. Like, the composition of CSR committee is basically at least 3 directors should be there. 1 should be the chairperson, and they all should be non-executive directors. Remember that, non-executive directors, and out of which 1/3 should be independent directors. This is basically the composition of CSR activities, CSR committee basically. The contents of CSR policy must be reported by the board's report. In case CSR spending does not meet 2% as per CSR policy, the reasons for the unspent amount and the details of the transfer of unspent amount relating to an ongoing project to a specified fund transfer within a period of 6 months from the expiry of the financial year. So read it out once again. The third one you will understand automatically. Next one is, if you are having unspent amount in your account, what you will do then? A company must transfer unspent CSR amount to the following specified funds within 6 months from the end of the financial year. First one is your PM National Relief Fund. Second one is any other fund which is initiated by the central government concerning socio-economic development, relief and welfare of the scheduled caste, minorities, tribes, women and other backward classes. A contribution made to an incubator is funded either by the central government, the state government, public sector undertaking of the state or central government, or any other agency. Contribution made to public funded universities, IITs, national laboratories and autonomous bodies. So unspent amount must be contributed to these places, I would say. Alright, this is also done. CSR committee applicability, this you can read by yourself. This is not that much important. Next one is list of the activities that a particular company must undertake in regard to CSR. So these are the activities. First one is eradicating poverty, hunger, malnutrition, etc. Second one is improvement in education. Third one is improving gender equality, setting up homes, hostels for women's orphans. Fourth one is safeguarding environmental sustainability, ecological balance, flora and fauna ka protection. Fifth one is your protection of national heritage, art and culture, etc. Sixth one is your measure for the benefit of armed forces, veterans, war widows and their dependents, central armed forces, central paramilitary forces, etc. Training to stimulate rural sports, nationally recognized sports, Paralympic sports, Olympic sports, etc. Eighth one is contribution to PM National Relief Fund, etc. Ninth one is your contribution to incubators or research and development projects in the field of science, technology, engineering, medicine, funded by the central government, etc. 10th one is your contribution to public funded universities. 11th is your rural development projects. 12th is slum area development. 13 is your disaster management. Alright, so 13 kind of activities are there in which a company must provide the expenditure related to CSR activities. Done. So if a company fails to provide for CSR activities, then there is a penalty. Like in case a company fails to comply with the provisions of relating to CSR spending, transferring and utilizing the unspent amount, the company will be punishable with a penalty of 1 crore or twice the amount required to be transferred by the company to the CSR fund. Alright, it is minimum of 1 crore or twice the amount of CSR expenditure. Easy. Further, if every officer of such company who defaults in compliance will be liable to pay rupees 2 lakh or 1/10 of the amount required to be transferred by the company to a CSR fund. Very easy. So this is basically about fines and penalties. So this is done. This is it regarding your corporate social responsibility. If you have any query regarding corporate social responsibility, then do comment down below. I will definitely going to answer it. Thank you so much.